Before going to the FS indicators, this 3 is analyzed to secure project's health condition. Let me explain. Number 1, the financial analysis answers the question, is it good for the project owner? Gagamit na the actual market prices to determine if the project is profitable for the proponent like LGU, cooperative, and business. Because sometimes a project might look beneficial to society but ang tag-iya gakalugi na gali. So financial analysis confirms if the owner can sustain, fund, and operate the project. Number 2 is the economic analysis. This analysis answers the question, is it good for the society? Gagamit kita diri shadow prices. Ang shadow price is the market price minus taxes and subsidies. Gina-reflect naton ang real value sang resources. Nga gina-required ni siya because government funds prioritize projects that give the highest benefit to the country, not just to the owner. Like sang mga roads, irrigation, or bridges, these projects are not financially profitable yet economically beneficial. The third one is the sensitivity analysis. We answers the question, is this project is still viable under risk? So we are doing scenario testing here. Why? Because in reality, the prices, the weather, the material cost, the fuel, labor, naganubo or nagasaka. So sensitivity analysis ensures that project must remain acceptable even when assumptions become less favorable. We need all these 3 because they ensure the project is profitable, socially beneficial, resilient to uncertainty. Next one is the discounted cash flow. So simple lang ni siya because we are just converting the future value to the present value. And I know you are very acquainted sining a formula. Kay PA equals FA over 1 plus I raised to N lang na siya. Ginaano ta lang, ginabalik ta lang sa year 0 ang future value para makita ta kung pila gid aton nga capital. So dire ang PA is discounted cash flow, ang FA is net cash flow, and ang net cash flow is equal to inflows minus outflows in that year. Ang discount rate ta is either given by the bank rates. And ang year number, kabalo naman ta sina. So why naga-discount? Because 100,000 pesos today is not equal to 100,000 next year. For example, at year 3 may ara ka nga 150,000 nga cash flow. So kung gusto mo mabalaan, this 150,000 is not the same sang year 0. For example, 150,000 at year 3, the answer is 112,697.22 pesos. This proves that your money today is not equal to your money tomorrow. This one, at year 0, kay kung ibutang ta na di 0, any number nga gin-raise sa 0 is equal to 1. Therefore, PA is just equal to FA. That's why discounted cash flow at year 0 is equal to net cash flow at year 0. Very simple. So let's try to differentiate diin ang mas nami, the discount rate in low or in high. If the discount rate is low, it's like a person who is not picky, hindi kaartihan. You are okay even if the money returns sa future pa. So ang effect sina, the NPV becomes high, the project looks good, and the project is easier to pass. So initial nga rate is usually used for government projects, long-term public projects. So in low discount rate, meaning the future money is almost as important as money today. Actually, may ari pa kita diri nga medium discount rate, around 6 to 10%. Ang low discount rate is around 1 to 5%. And amo na siya ang kalabanan nga ginagamit sang government projects. And ang medium discount rate is 6 to 10%. So this one is normal, not too relaxed, not too strict. Fair ang evaluation, ang NPV nagnubo lang gamay, kag may balance nga result. So usually ginagamit na siya sang LGUs, agriculture projects, small to medium enterprises. So medium discount rate is a balanced way of valuing money today and money in the future. How about the high discount rate, which is the 10 to 20% or more? So if the rate is high, meaning ina nga tao wants his money back now, hindi nila kaya maghulat. So ang effect sa project, the NPV becomes low, the project looks less profitable, harder for the project to pass. So mabudlayan bawi. Kaya kinanglan mo naman dayon ibalik ang kwarta. So this is usually used for private investors, high-risk projects, uncertain future income. So high discount rate means future money is worth much less to you. So this one is the formula to get, diba, ang discounted cash flow. This is just the PA. So para makuha nimo ang net present value, imo i-summation ini nga formula. So parehas lang na siya sang ordinary annuity. This one is the shortcut formula sang ordinary annuity. This is a calculator technique, right? Kung nadumduman ninyo. And then, i-minus lang ang investment. So, this PA is the NPV. Makuha mo na dayon ng NPV. Amo niya ang mga importante nga feasibility indicators. Kag kinanglan ni siya ma-met, tanan gid. Wala sang isa nga hindi pwede i-satisfy. Dapat i-satisfy gid na sila tanan para ang imo nga project is mangin acceptable. May arat ta duwagid ka importante nga analysis nga gagamit sang indicators, the financial and economic. Ang financial is para siya sa mga revenue generating projects, meaning naga-income siya. Ang economic analysis naman niya para ni siya sa mga development projects. Ang benefit niya lang sa ni is for the society, wala siya sang financial benefit. Ang sa financial analysis, ang lima dapat i-satisfy gid. Pag-apod sa economic analysis, tuwa is optional. Kaya depende lang na sa investor kung gusto niya man na nga i-satisfy. Parehas lang man na ang ilang criteria, dapat ang NPV is greater than 0. Ang aton nga IRR is always na siya nga gina-compare sa bank rates and dapat ang IRR is higher sang sa bank rates. Benefit cost ratio is dapat greater than 1. And the payback period is dapat lesser siya sang sa ginset ni investor. And the overall return on investment is dapat taas siya sang sa bank rates. Amo man sa economic analysis. So for example, we have here a project, mango processing project. Let's try to analyze if this project is financially viable. So since amo na ang given ta and ang aton nga indicators is this, may naman ta IRR, may benefit cost ratio naman ta, may ROI kay payback period, pero wala ta NPV, so kinanglan ta itaon si NPV gamit ini nga formula. The calcutex ang ordinary annuity minus the investment, and it is equal to 911,708, and this is our NPV. Now, we can compare ang result naton sa aton nga criteria. Ang aton nga NPV is 912,000 and that is greater than 0. That is acceptable. And this one, our IRR is greater than 10%, acceptable din. And ang BCR is greater than 1. Payback period is lesser than the set na time, which is 4 years. And the ROI is greater than the bank rate, which is 10%. So this project is financially viable. May arita diri duwa ka project. The project A is Farm to Market Road, and sa iya pa lang daan nga project name, I believe ato na lang ni siya nga i-analyze if it is economically beneficial or economically viable. And the project B is the Tilapia Cage Culture Project. This one is aton lang nga i-confirm if financially viable gid man bala. I-compare naton from our indicators. Dirita sa dalom para sa project A, NPV is 5.2, so it's greater than 0. That is acceptable. And EIRR, since nga wala kita diri sang nabutang bank rate, Pag waay gani kalabanan, the safest nimo nga basihan is 10% to 12%. So since 18% is greater than this, kaya mo na siya ang standard naton nga ginabasihan, so this one is acceptable. And the economic BCR is greater than 1, so this project A is economically viable. How about tilapia? Greater than 0. So FIRR, compare mo siya sa standard, which is 10 to 12% kung wala nahatag sa problem. Then, yes, greater than 1. And since nga wala man nahatag kung pila ang payback period nga set sang aton nga investor, the safest nga range is 3 to 5 years. So kay sulod man siya, then this is acceptable and the ROI is greater than our standard bank rates. So this project is financially viable. Take note that a project is considered financially or economically viable if all required indicators pass. Kaya dapat wala sang isa nga wala nakapasar. Kay if even one of these fails, the entire financial or economic analysis fails. Okay, so that's all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.